Hi, hello, and welcome to Vertex of Abundance. My name is Sabrina Pieces Cortes. I'll be your oracle today, and I'm here to preside over the Soul Purpose Saturday, which mainly talks about your soul purpose, mission, karma, destiny. And just so you know, how do you be of purpose? How do you serve your purpose? You need to use your gift to make the world a bigger, brighter, and better place. And let us begin. I'll be deliberating my findings from the Madame Andora's fortune cards, an oracle deck. Okay, so I'm going to go a few rounds just talking about concepts and ideas. And then I will do the sermon. Okay, so we have honor and good luck. Darkness looms on the horizon. Your secrets are safe. A long journey awaits. Temptation may lead you astray. Be meticulous and patient. These cards are just clarification. So if you can read, great. I'm not obligated to tell you what cards they are, and I'm not that reader, so don't expect that from me. Okay, so in the past, it seemed like you were opening your mouth a little bit too much. Okay, you were sharing what you were doing. I have that problem, and people, they give their energies into what you're doing, and it depletes you. And they may not be bad, but you have to understand they are vessels of a realm. Their ancestors come through them, their spirits come through them, and not everybody has a good, clean lineage. Okay, so darkness looms on the horizon. That's actually in the future. And temptations lead you astray, that's actually an intermediate influence. So if your immediate influences of hard work and honor and good luck are not stuck to, what's going to happen is a lack of patience and being meticulous is going to, if you share your secrets, you're going to deplete your blessings. Challenge interference that may come into the picture. Okay, your perseverance will be rewarded. However, in the immediate future, conflict and danger lie in waiting. Okay, so emotions are at their peak. That doesn't just mean that you're overly emotional. It could also mean that the astral realm is watching you. Okay, now you have this ability to weather the storm. You're destined to succeed. However, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You need to just put one foot in front of the other. Do the next right thing, the next right thing, the next right thing. So we have the minstrel, the oracle. Griffins come back, honor and good luck. So the immediate influence is a star, and it brings the present energy of honor and good luck. Again, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What you grow through, you grow through. So sometimes you're going to need to, it's the destination is just as important as the journey. You might not be ready for whatever lies waiting for you on your destination if you don't go through the journey. If you don't go on this journey. You know, you need a trusted circle. guides, advisors, a goddess council. A cheerleader, a friend, a coach, and a mentor. So a cheerleader is somebody that supports you, who stands for you no matter what mistakes, no matter what shortcomings you have. A friend is somebody that loves you, supports you, but they call you out. They don't co-sign your BS. A mentor is somebody that is doing what you want to be doing. They are somebody who's accomplished what you're trying to accomplish. What do I mean by that? If you want to own a house, a mentor will be somebody who is a homeowner. They've gone through the home purchasing. If you want to start a business, there's somebody who's had a successful business. They may have even had a couple failed businesses. If you want to start investing, a mentor would be somebody who's an investor successfully. And then a coach, that's somebody who drives progress. They help you push through whatever obstacles there are. So they're ones who don't sit there and listen to your excuses. You know, a cheerleader is somebody who's going to support you no matter what. A friend is somebody who shows up with you and loves you for authentically who you are. See, a friend is somebody who knows exactly who you are and loves you anyways. So with this oracle, seek wisdom and guidance from elders. You know, sometimes when you go to your friends, they could bring you down. That means they won't be your friends when you're more successful. They might not intentionally bring you down, but your net worth is going to be the average of your 5 closest friends. So if you have stinking thinking, you don't want to be around other people with stinking thinking, and unfortunately, you're going to attract that. Okay, if your friends, oh, I'm not going to say that example. There's negative influences in your future, things that are going to take you off your path. Things that are going to disrupt you. Darkness does loom on the horizon. There are entities around you in the astral that could also read your thoughts. So honor and good luck. If you do things the righteous way and you persevere through a long journey, being meticulous and patient, it seems like there's multiple ways to get to this destination. The biggest obstacle will be yourself and your naivete. So it's okay to let your intentions be known, but it's not always to the people right around you. Don't go to your friends for affirmation. See, friends are companions. They help you witness your life. People who give you advice, they should serve a different role in your life. An advisor you shouldn't see every day. I don't want my friends helping me with things. I want them to give me tips and tricks, and I'll go somewhere else and get advice. Unless we all have the same kind of career or something of that nature. So if we're all investors, I don't mind taking an investment deal from a friend or two, but I'm going to run it through my own due diligence. I'm going to run it through my own decision-making criteria. I'm not going to take it willy-nilly because my friend says it doesn't work or does work. Say I come into a hot investment opportunity. If my friend gives me an inside tip, great. Not insider trading. I don't really trade on the markets anyways. And I'm not investing right now. My assets are depleted. So it's like, if you're taking medical advice from your mechanic, that's what I mean. That's just called stupidity. And you see, that's the kind of energy we have here. I don't know why they're telling me about ER. See, to me, when I hear the Eeyore archetype, which is a modern archetype I know, it's that wounded mentality. looking for resources in the wrong places. I would equate that as looking outside yourself for answers. So let's go ahead with this next round and then we'll do discernment. Okay. So this caduceus is in reverse. Ways that use your skills to aid others. See, you're the one who's ascending in your soul group. That's what I'm sensing. And other people are going to look at you like you're getting too big for your bridges, or the energy you're putting out is so materially different than what they're used to. See, homie, I'm under no obligation to be who I was 5 minutes ago, let alone 5 years ago, 5 hours ago, 5 months ago. You will be guided through darkness. Okay, but see, here's the thing: soul, purpose, mission, karma, destiny. You have to be doing your purpose. Use your skills to aid and help others. So you're going to be getting messages or giving messages. If it's in reverse, the messages are coming through you. Locked doors will now be unlocked. Let's do this sermon here. See, as your life gets bigger, better, and better, you're going to have some difficulty letting go of old people, places, and things. Those are these temptations. So your intentions were being blocked before, not because they were bad, because you were not in a conducive environment. And like I was saying, the future, you need to be meticulous because as you share to the people around you, they have energies, entities on them that it's going to interfere, block you. The future, the malevolent forces of the future, they can be manifested through your current group. You're supposed to outgrow the current circumstances of your life, the people, the places, the things. If you have a job, if you have low vibrational family members, you can't take everybody with you where you're going. In the future, in the promised land, 93% of people that when you look around the world and look at them, they won't be there. It's a sad reality. We try to take the people we love where we're going. People can only show up and meet you and participate at their level of understanding. And if the universe is trying to bless you with bigger and better and better, higher understanding, you need to let the obstacles to that go. If you're going down a road, are you looking for speed bumps, roadblocks? Are you looking for open roads and opportunities? Sometimes your friends, when they first were an open road, become a roadblock. In that sense, you get a bigger, better, better vehicle, and the speed limit was 35, and now all of a sudden the speed limit is 55, and they have a 35 miles an hour mentality, 35 kilometer an hour mentality. You get a new fancy house, and now you have a smart thermostat, and the house is telling you, well, it's best optimized at 71 degrees, and you're trying to keep it at 68, you're trying to keep it at 65. Well, honey, the promotion, the blessings, the light worker career, the self-employed business, the Spotify shop, the whatever you're trying to do, it's at 73 degrees. And you're quibbling about taking an inch over 68. Stop it. Another thing, with the devil here and the spider saying be meticulous and patient, it's like my initial intuition is very true. Do not share 100% of your goals with your friends. And what you place in front of your practice, you will lose. Right now, you need to close the door to some people, places, and things around you because they're trying to bless you. They're trying to put you on the right path. And unfortunately, not everybody can walk with you. Temptations lead you astray. A lot of people are jealous. A lot of people are greedy. There's a lot of hidden ego. I'm hearing that cigarettes and chocolate milk song. So whenever I hear the cigarettes and chocolate milk song by Rufus Wainwright, it's telling me that the things that you're generally attracted to are actually harmful for you. So use your skills to aid and help others, but do it away from where you are now. And yes, if you're called to help people in the environment, the desire, the willingness, the channel flowing through you to impart that wisdom, great. But see, you got to help more than your friends and family. And oftentimes, the urge to help your friends and family is the catalyst to putting you out there, helping the world, helping your community, helping your tribe. So I don't want to knock your desire to help your friends and family, to take people with you wherever you're going, but you're going to kill your blessings by fighting the fact that your friends and family won't accept. You know, when I first started a business, I was 17 and I started a business before that, but when I first really got into investing and mentoring and coaching and things like that, I had a business coach. And I was 17. It was a mentor, female, in a financial firm I was interning at. She would give the example. Okay, I really appreciate her. We don't get along anymore. We're not in each other's lives anymore. We've outgrown each other. It's not that we don't get along. We've just outgrown each other. You know, she would give the example because she had this example. Say you work at a gym and then you become a real estate agent. For the first 2 years of your new real estate business, your friends and family, they're not going to see you as a real estate professional. And even if they know you do real estate, they're going to undermine you, undercut you, minimize and reduce your accomplishments. They're still going to see you as a person who's a personal trainer or whatever you're doing before. They may be buying and selling homes and not contacting you to be their agent. It's like that. And see, what's on your head is jealousy, ego, all these things. You need to be meticulous and patient. So if you don't have other things to focus on and all you're doing is focusing on your close circle of influence, a lot of karma is going to come out and it's going to slow down your progress. 9 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them have a negative connotation. 5 in reverse and 1 is the one that should be in reverse, which is the devil. So your long-term future is that there's going to be a lot of interference, a lot of haters. Your immediate influences is that you're closing the door to your path. Future influences is that temptations are leading you astray. It can be your libido, it can be your ego. You can be getting into unnecessary fights that you're not going to win. Or fights that aren't worth it. That's not a battle that's worthwhile. In the future, yeah, self-worth and value, you'll be able to use your talents and your skills to aid others. But what you need to see here is that you don't need to give these people these news. Try once or twice and then move on. The Wyvern, I love that name, even though I love that name. It's not quite my practice. This is very Celtic name, the Wyvern. Your secrets are safe. Your spirits will block opportunities or block your way into an opportunity if you're bringing toxic energy into it. It's really hard for people to hear that they have the devil on them or that the person that they like has the devil on them because they're looking like, well, he's not acting evil, his behavior. Honey, you are a physical deposit of something in a higher realm. So if you're If you got on earth through nefarious means, it doesn't mean you need to be nefarious while you're on earth. Okay? If you stole money to buy an apartment building and you're housing homeless people in your apartment building, yeah, you're doing something really good. But guess what? There's karma on that apartment building. If you lied, cheated, and stole to start your business, okay, you could be doing really good work with your business. Okay, but your business has a karmic expediation in the future. If you're a descendant of colonizers and you are an activist helping the needy and the homeless, okay, but don't you think on the other side of the veil you're going to have to sever the binds of your colonizer lineage? If you're the daughter of a billionaire, for example, and you give to the homeless and the needy, but your father or your mother who has the billions was ripping nations apart and bringing destitution on millions. I'm dramatizing an idea so you can hear what I'm saying. Stop whining and do your work. Stop fighting spirit. Stop fighting God that's living in the future who sees everything to protect your small-minded viewpoint. Draw a 9 on the ground. The person standing opposite of you is going to see a 6. You see a 9. You know it's a 9. Your intention was to draw a 9. You know it's a 9. But the other person, all they can see is a 6. They're going to argue with you because all they can see is a 6. What do they need? A different perspective. They need to come around to your side and look at what you're seeing. Well, God, your angels, your guides, they see bigger and brighter and better, and you see a small aspect, and you're fighting to protect your small asset because you have a fear of losing your small-minded viewpoint. But your small-minded viewpoint is robbing you of your glorious future. Locked doors will now be open, but you need to walk through them. Not sit there and ruminate on everything that's blocking you. You're the blockage in that example. So Sacred Rebel will be Sacred Rebel today. Let's do this sermon here. I'm hearing, give me another chance. Give me that moment. Give it back to me. See, if you're not willing to accept your blessings, the Creator's going to eventually need to give them to somebody else. 2. I'm hearing after a storm, there's a rainbow. Heaven sent 33 and 1. You're chosen. If 33 comes to you, you're chosen. So I'm going to have to skip through some parts of this because it talks about other cards. So unless you have this deck, it's not going to make sense. There's a thunderstorm about. It's either headed your way or just passing through. Do not make a thunderstorm mean more than it is, though, okay? You do not need to have fear. You might even feel excitement about it. After all, a thunderstorm is just nature's way of gathering energy together that needs to be released. With a release of tension, relief and freedom soon follow, often with a fresh perspective and perhaps the gift of a promising, hopeful vision for your future. Perhaps a particular storm building within you or around you is causing you to quake in your boots. It might be a storm of building emotions threatening to erupt or already exploding. Seemingly beyond your conscious control, you might feel an uncomfortable sense of emotional or psychological pressure within, and if something does not happen, and soon, you fear you might just burst. You may also sense there are forces operating beyond your control, and you could very well be correct. There is, in life and in the creative process, a need to allow for wild storms. There will be those precious moments of peace beforehand and release and revitalization that follows, revitalization that follows. Yet the storm in the middle is essential. It is a natural part of the creative process. Without this building and releasing of energy, we would suffer from boredom and stagnancy. You may prefer the excitement of the storm or the fresh, open feeling that accompanies its clearing. You may find it comforting to be faced with the power of something in which you can only participate rather than control. Either way, the storm's wisdom offers the gift of bringing things to a head and clearing them away so that the energy can be freed from a pattern that has had its day and is ready to become something new. Sometimes the pressures that fuel the storms of our lives have been building up for a long time without us being fully aware of it. It might be pressure from our minds, creating unnecessary burdens upon us, such as burdens of fear or self doubt. It could be pressure to appear a certain way or to fight against life of a mistaken against to fight against life out of a mistaken belief that this is necessary for survival. Sometimes the pressure is little more than impossible dream of perfection and a need to gently or even with great dramatic flourish cast that aside so that you can dare to be what you are and create from the heart. Even if you are not sure what the storm is about, do not lose confidence in your ability to successfully bear its progression until you are safely at the other side of the experience. Even amongst the chaos of change and in moments of anxiety, know that you have so much light and trust that your heart and trust in your heart that you can see the storm passing as a process and nothing that you need to worry about. If you can't sense the storm yet, this is a sign that it is coming, and you can, if you wish, feel the beautiful, exhilarating gift of it as you are empowered to cast aside what has been and receive the gift of a fresh, new take on things. Your confidence is to remain intact. Whatever is happening or soon will happen in your life, the storm of sorts is transformational and supportive of your growth. It is going to clear away cobwebs and free you, open you to new creative energy. Remember, there can be no rainbows without a little rain. This oracle is a confirmation that if you have been praying for help, your prayers have been heard, and a great creative intelligence of the universe is responding to you, stepping in and shaking things up so that situations can be sorted out according to greater wisdom. So let go, hold only to your inner self, and allow everything to be cleansed in the sacred storm. Storms so wild, storms of grace, I call upon your blessing into my heart now. May I release and let go. May I be revitalized to grow. I open my heart to you now. Storms of grace, I stand my ground as I allow your magic to cleanse and surround any outgrown energy which I no longer need, anything which will sap or deplete rather than feed. Storms of grace, merciful earth, with your help I experience rebirth. Storms so wild, storms of grace, I call upon your blessing into my heart now. May I release and let go. May I be revitalized and grow. I open my heart to you now. Storms of grace, I stand my ground. As I allow your magic to cleanse and surround any outgrown energy which I no longer need, anything which will sap or deplete rather than feed. Storms of grace, merciful earth, with your help, I experience rebirth. Through divine creative genius, this is now so. I release you. I release you. I release you. Okay, child. Class dismissed. If anything I said, oh, there's one more. Why not? If anything I said resonates deeply with ya, Go ahead and abreast yourself with the resources in the show notes. There is a special for a primal soul assessment or spiritual wellness evaluation. There's 64% off, so get into it. Okie doke. Now let's go read Heaven Sent. Give it back to me. Give it back to me. Give me those moments back. Okay. So just as we receive gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others to acknowledge how much we mean to them, so too we receive gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help and it may be given in response to requests. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can be given without us asking for anything at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it is in our hearts that cry out for help. While we are busy getting on with or doing our to-do list, we do not often stop to think about what our hearts might need. If we do, an immediate solution is not always obvious. We just get on with life, either letting the issue be or taking on the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might be resolved. However, there's a loving benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us even when we are not quite so clear. This force actively seeks to assist us in walking our life path. That loving sweetness is being offered to you now, or soon will be, in the form of a spiritual gift. Your spiritual gift may be symbolic, it may be something that seems ordinary but holds a lot of meaning for you. It might be an object that catches your eye and mesmerizes you. You might think you are appreciating how lovely it looks, but it is the underlying energy that captures you. Something in the appearance, color, or shape speaks to you and is perhaps answering an unspoken prayer. It is not the object that is the gift, that is just the wrapping. The actual gift is subtle, yet effective empowerment. It is like a spiritual booster shot that helps you move forward in life with an additional zing, extra strength, or greater peace. You will be empowered to accomplish tasks that you may have, excuse me, you will be empowered to accomplish tasks that you may have nearly, but not quite, been able to manage on your own through the bestowal of your spiritual gift. A spiritual gift may not be recognizable to you. It may also be very obvious and offer a windfall, a trip, a friendship, a new lover, or a remarkable healing in a current relationship. It might be far more subtle and even more powerful, such as a jolt of energy that allows you to perceive things differently. And all of a sudden, and perhaps solve a problem that has been plaguing you. It will be bestowed as and when it is needed in the form that will best serve and love you. This oracle also comes with a message that you are meant to trust in the things that you feel and say to others without knowing why it moves them. Okay? You might not understand, but through trust, you are allowing yourself not to overthink or to censor yourself, and such as you are able to become a vessel through which the spiritual gift can be passed on to others. Do not block yourself. Let life happen through you. Only benefit can come through this. If you have drawn any other card in addition to this one, it should act as a wild card or amplifier. Okay, so your spiritual gift came through the storm. The petition to get through the storm is actually what awakened your spiritual gift. Okay, healing process say, through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude, so be it. Ooh, a couple more times. I'm just going to take a deep breath in. If you want to do it with me, exhale in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Always inhale 2 breaths shorter or 3 breaths shorter than you exhale. So again, in, exhale, Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Say aloud with me. Through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude, so be it. Through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude, so be it. Through unconditional love and acceptance. Don't place limitations on the blessings from the Creator. If you place conditions, it's not unconditional. Through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude. So be it. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. Remember, there is a flash sale going on all of Cancer season for a spiritual wellness evaluation or a primal soul assessment. You can go ahead and click that in the show notes. I'll take good care of you, I promise. Until we meet again, namaste, dandavat, and ashe. Take good care of yourself. In the meanwhile, au revoir, arrivederci, das vidanya, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, shwe shwe, bye bye.